The Tennessee Supreme Court has set execution dates for 4 death row inmates, including Krista Pike, the only woman on death row in the state. Pike's case has drawn national attention for nearly 3 decades. In 1995, at just 18 years old, she was convicted of the brutal torture and murder of Colleen Slemmer, a fellow student at the Knoxville Job Corps program. According to investigators, Pike, along with her then-boyfriend Tadarrell Shipp, lured Slemmer onto the University of Tennessee's agricultural campus. There, they stabbed and beat her before carving a pentagram into her chest. Authorities also claimed Pike kept a piece of Slemmer's skull as a twisted souvenir. While Shipp was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole, Pike received the death penalty. Her violent record behind bars continued when she was later convicted in 2004 for trying to strangle another inmate during a prison altercation, adding 25 years to her sentence. Her defense attorneys have long argued that Pike's youth, along with severe mental illness and a traumatic upbringing, filled with abuse and neglect, should have spared her the death penalty. They say she suffers from bipolar disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder, conditions that were not diagnosed until years after her arrest. In a recent statement, her legal team claimed Pike has grown into a remorseful woman and urged the court to reconsider her execution. Tennessee resumed executions this year after a 3-year pause, caused by concerns over the state's lethal injection procedures. An independent review previously revealed that Tennessee had not properly tested the purity and potency of the drugs used in executions. Attorneys for inmates argue that past executions may have subjected prisoners to extreme suffering, raising new questions about the state's process. Alongside Pike, 3 men, Tony Carruthers, Gary Sutton, and Anthony Hines, also received execution dates. Carruthers was convicted in a triple murder linked to drug turf wars in Memphis. Sutton was sentenced for the shotgun killing of a man in 1992, though he continues to claim his innocence and challenges the credibility of the medical examiner who linked him to the crime. Hines was convicted for the fatal stabbing of a motel maid in 1985. Another inmate, Harold Nichols, convicted of rape and murder in 1988, is also scheduled for execution under a separate order issued earlier this year. The ruling sets the stage for what could be Tennessee's most significant wave of executions in decades, sparking debate over justice, mental illness, and the state's lethal injection practices.